Yeah, it was good. It was good. Good people. Hey, look, your boy's an idiot, man. Cause I just, I just filmed the whole commute on the way to work. Had a great conversation by myself, and the whole thing was fucking muted.
Hey, it
ain't,
be
on
like that. It's early in the morning, baby. It's early in the morning.
and on top of that, I couldn't even let you in the room. Trying to figure this thing out how to do it on mobile. But shit, we here now. I got like a good 5 minutes, man, before I go in. You know what I mean? And if you want, you can carry on the conversation after I leave. But I set it off. This is pretty much what I was talking about, man. So I went into it being a New Year's, right? It's a new year. This is a time where people make promises to themselves, and they promise they're going to lose weight, eat healthy, exercise, get a new job, study, go to school, right? And then by March they quit.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
part of the course. That's part of the course.
by March is over. You see, you can tell by if you're a regular gym goer, the busy season is between January and March. By March it starts to fade out, right? And
Indeed, indeed.
and they kind of do this with all of their goals that they set for the year, right? So with that, I went into uh, sometimes, most times, you have to try something you haven't tried before to get different results. They may not be better every time per se, but if you want different results, you have to do something differently. You know what I mean? And it was the man himself, Einstein, who said, if you do the same thing repeatedly and expect different results, that's the definition of insanity. You know what I mean?
You know, it's funny. I, literally, as you were saying that, as you were carrying out that thought, brother, that quote came to my mind. But I was saying to myself, darn, who said that? I've heard that before, but I never knew Einstein said that. So thank
Yes, sir. And it's real. You know what I mean?
you.
I
Yeah,
remember when I was younger, man, I was like, damn, nothing is fucking working. I'm running around like a chicken with his head cut off. I'm doing this hustle, doing that hustle, trying to do this, trying to do that. And it seemed like nothing I did, I saw any good value from it, right? Well, that's because I was doing the same thing in the same way that I've always done, and I expected different results from it. And of course, the results stayed the same. They weren't working. Nothing. Zero. Nilch. Nil. It wasn't
I
until I
got you. I
started.
think I.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just carrying on with that thought. I said I feel that. I feel what you're saying when you talk about that, and I think a lot of times that as young men we have to remember that proper preparation, will help you prevent the poor performance. And as young men, we don't really see that, and we don't carefully. We may have the hustle, we may have the ambition, but we have to add the planning and the what's the word I'm looking for? We have to have the contingency set in place to make our plans come to fruition.
One,
So
one
it's
hundred.
just it's just a combination of bringing all those factors together. And you don't need to break through that wall once before the next thing you know it's like, oh wow, I really did this.
Yep. 100%. I couldn't agree more. And another thing I suggested, man, is when you're looking around at your friends, your family, right? One good thing to do is look at two different types. Somebody's around you doing well. There's at least one person, right? And someone around you is the opposite of that, doing fucking horrible. You know what I mean? You look at the one that's doing horrible, and you try to do the opposite of everything he's doing. Do something different.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you know.
And, and then you look at the one that's doing well, and the things that he or she is doing differently than you are, then you try those different things and to try to apply that to where you're trying to go and what you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, exactly. It's like taking an inventory. Like you see what you like and you see what you don't like, and you take an inventory and you can compare that to what you have in stock, so to say, and you try to see what improvements you can make. One thing that kills me, and I don't want to like digress too much, but that leads me to a little slightly different topic. One thing that kills me is that there's a common saying in this society that goes, "I don't take advice from anyone who I wouldn't trade places with."
Huh.
I think that's horrible
It is.
because if I could listen to someone who's failed and I can sit down to them, I can sit down with them and talk to them and understand where they went right, where they went wrong, you know, that can save you a lot of pain, a lot of time, and a lot of disappointment.
One
You
hundred
know,
percent. Especially if you listen. See, I was a kid. I used to talk to the crackheads. I wanted to know how they got there. How did you get here?
exactly. Yes, sir. Ain't
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
I used to talk to the drunks and alcoholics, the bums, not because I was enamored by their lifestyle, but I wanted to know what the fuck did you do? How did
Yeah,
you mess up
yeah,
so bad to get in this position? And I wanted to
yeah.
know how and why they got there, so I wouldn't get there. Yeah, man. I never forget, bro. I never forget. I was working in a shipyard. I think we had this conversation, and my shipyard career only lasted about 6 months. Right? I remember looking around at all these people in the shipyard. Mind you, at the time I'm like 18. These cats is like 30, 35, which is old for 18-year-old. But however, I'm
I
looking
got
around,
you.
their posture's all jacked up, their back and stuff is all jacked up. They just look beat down and run down. You know what I mean? And I thought to myself, no, that's not gonna be me at 30, 35. Yeah, you know what I mean? I need
Yeah.
to do something different. I'd rather dodge bullets. And I went to the Marine Corps. Because at least they look healthy at 30 and 35. The ones that were still alive anyway. At least they look
Yeah.
healthy at 30 and 35, man. I wasn't about to do that joint, man. But I'm gonna leave you with this, bro. That you go ahead carry the show on your back. But people, so what are you gonna do this year? What are your goals? What are your plans? Comment down below, get active, like, subscribe, let us know some things you want to try differently. And if you have some suggestions for everyone else, suggest some books or something to help everyone else get a better lead off on this new year. With that being said, I'm already late. I'm doing something different already. Let me go inside this
Not what
building.
we meant, but we got it.
Peace, fam.
All right. Take care, brother.